Coming up next on the Jeff Crilley Show, you'll meet the mayor of Richardson, Texas. He says if you haven't been there in a while, it's time to revisit. His journey just ahead.
Many are predicting that the worst is yet to come, which is unfortunate, said one person here. Until now, they've enjoyed the reputation of being the nation's icebox.
Watched a burglar in his home this morning by webcam.
As a journalist of over 25 years, stories are what make my world turn.
Reporting live from the Dallas newsroom tonight, Jeff Crilley, Fox 4 News.
But in 2008, I took the jump from my familiar life and started a PR firm from my home.
We're talking about anyone with a camcorder like the one I'm using becomes a television network.
We started slowly growing the company, and we now have over 100 clients, and we've branched into the world of live digital broadcasting. I now own 8 different TV studios and have a huge team, and the stories that I now get to share are sometimes the most important of my life. Life has a funny way of coming around full circle. This is the Jeff Crilley Show.
Well, I'm so proud to be a North Texan, and we have so many amazing communities, and I like to put a spotlight on communities when I can. And so I ran into the mayor of Richardson, Texas, about 3 weeks ago, and I invited him on my television show to talk about all the wonderful things they're doing. Mayor Bob Dubey is in the studio. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you, Jeff. I'm honored to be here. You're a legend. You're a rock star yourself, and you know. Hey, I grew up in the Dallas area, so I watched you on TV. I know all about you, so this is awesome.
I appreciate that. So you were telling me you moved to Richardson as a boy. How old were you?
Oh, it was a summer between first grade and second grade, so right there at 6, 7 years old, whatever that was.
Wow. And how has Richardson changed? I mean, when you moved to Richardson as a boy, I guess population had to be what? 20,000?
No, it wasn't that big. It was probably 9,000, 10,000 back then. Richardson was just open fields, cotton fields. It was horses and, some dirt roads, elevated roads. Everything was 2 lanes. Our house lived on a man-made lake.
Wow.
And it was terraced down to the lake. And in the winter, it'd freeze over. We'd ice skate on the lake. And in the summer, we were in the lake fishing and doing everything we boys do. A regular Huck Finn and Tom Sawyer, I guess. But it was nice. A lot of creeks and fun.
And you were telling me in the city proper, 122,000 residents. I know that you guys became, world famous for the tech corridor in the 80s and 90s, but you are much more than that. Tell people some things about Richardson that they might not know.
Jeff, we were known as the telecom corridor, the first, really high tech. You had TI, you had Collins Radio, Raytheon has moved in. There's all Kovar, I believe that's how you say it. Anyway, there's so many industries right now that we're now known by the state legislators in Austin as the North Texas International City of Texas.
Wow.
Our economic development and growth right now is booming. We just, within 2024, since I was lucky enough to become the mayor, we have added 18 new companies to Richardson. And why is that impressive? It's impressive because they're bringing people with them. That's just shy of 2,000 people, 1,800 people, employees that are wanting to come work there. What we want is for them to realize that we're really people-oriented. We just recently here, weekend and a half ago, we had culture in the core. We take great pride in acknowledging the diversity and acknowledging the different ways of living. I think we have over 100 different cuisines in our city. You can come to Richardson. We had the very first Chinatown in North Texas. Richardson had the very first mosque going back into the 60s. In North Texas. So we welcome diversity. We welcome the integrity and the international, and it's a melting pot of people, but it's all highly educated people who want to make a difference. UT Dallas is a big part of everything we do, and we have international students that come, and they have really grown. They're the fastest. Well, fastest growing colleges in the nation.
Wow.
And they're also the most expensive college in the nation, but they are doing lots of things. And I bring that up because of the economic development. We have what we call the IQHQ, and that is the Innovative Corridor headquarter. And we partnered with UT Dallas. It's a building that we own in the heart of what we call the IQ, which is the old telecom corridor. And we are repurposing all of that. And in this one little building, we now have 6, 7 different humanities that are merging to get together to solve world problems.
Wow.
Verizon, AT&T, they're in there with them. They're inventing batteries. They're inventing things that are going to change the world. And it's all happening right here. We also, in the other half of our building, and this building's owned by the city, we have a new company called, I always mess it up, Startup Runway. Startup Runway. And what they do is they bring international companies that are already established in their country. They bring them here, and we let them, for free, work in this microcosm of things happening.
Yes.
And solve world problems, world things that everyone's looking at. So they come in, and then after 7, 8, 9 months, we kick them out of the nest. But hopefully what they've learned is the business to business and build relationships. And that's what we're really selling are the people and the relationships, and that you can work together as businesses to build a flourishing economy that will always be an economy that's not going to go bust like we've had in,
Yes.
80s and early 2000s and that type of thing.
Well, maybe I'm sure you're very proud of everything you've accomplished in the last couple years. I went out to prepare for this show. I went out on YouTube and I just put in Richardson, Texas, and there's all these bloggers and vloggers who put out these great stories. And so I found one. Let's go ahead and roll that.
Welcome to Richardson, Texas, a dynamic city with a blend of modernity and rich history. In this video, we're going to explore the best things to do in Richardson. Whether you're a foodie, an outdoor enthusiast, or a fan of cultural experiences, there's something here for everyone, so let's dive right in. Our first stop is the Eisman Center for the Performing Arts. This cultural venue hosts a variety of performances, including concerts, theater shows, and dance performances. Immerse yourself in the world of performing arts and enjoy captivating shows by talented artists. The Eisman Center is a stage for creativity and entertainment. Next up, we have the Charles W. Eisman Center for Performing Arts and Corporate Presentations. This learning facility offers conference rooms, performance spaces, and a sculpture garden. Explore the exhibitions, attend corporate presentations, or simply enjoy the artistic ambience. The Charles W. Eisman Center is a hub of creativity and inspiration. For a taste of history, visit the Richardson Heritage Park and Nature Trail. This park features historic buildings, walking trails, and beautiful gardens. Take a leisurely stroll, learn about Richardson's past, and enjoy the tranquility of the natural surroundings. Richardson Heritage Park is a step back in time. If you're a foodie, make sure to visit the Richardson Farmers Market. This vibrant market offers a variety of fresh produce, artisanal products, and delicious treats. Sample local cheeses, savor baked goods, or simply enjoy the lively atmosphere. The Richardson Farmers Market is a culinary adventure waiting to be explored. To immerse yourself in nature, head to the Spring Creek Nature Area. This scenic park offers hiking trails, fishing spots, and opportunities for wildlife spotting. Lace up your hiking boots, bring your camera, and experience the beauty of the natural surroundings. Spring Creek Nature Area is a paradise for outdoor enthusiasts. For a family-friendly adventure, visit the Heights Family Aquatic Center. This water park offers pools, slides, and play areas for all ages. Enjoy your day of fun in the sun and create lasting memories with your family and friends. The Heights Family Aquatic Center is a place of excitement and laughter. If you're in the mood for some retail therapy, explore the City Line Shopping District. This bustling area features a mix of retail stores, restaurants, and entertainment options. Find great deals, update your wardrobe, or enjoy your meal at one of the trendy restaurants. City Line is a shopper's paradise. To satisfy your artistic side, make sure to visit the Richardson Civic Arts Society. This cultural organization promotes the visual arts through exhibitions, workshops, and community events. Admire paintings, sculptures, and other artistic creations that inspire and provoke thought. The Richardson Civic Arts Society is a haven for art enthusiasts. If you're a sports fan, catch a game at the Eisman Center for Performing Arts and Corporate Presentations. This multipurpose facility hosts a variety of sporting events and tournaments. Experience the thrill of live sports and cheer on the local teams at the Eisman Center. Lastly, don't miss out on the Huffins Art Trails. This annual Arts and Crafts Festival showcases the work of local artisans and craftsmen. Explore the exhibits, shop for unique handmade items, and support the local art community. The Huffins Arts Trail is a celebration of creativity and craftsmanship. As we conclude our journey through Richardson, Texas, we hope that you've discovered the city's diverse offerings, from cultural experiences and outdoor adventures to culinary delights and family-friendly attractions. Richardson has something to captivate every traveler. So pack your bags and explore this vibrant city in the Lone Star State. Until next time, happy travels.
We should point out that that was not done by the Chamber of Commerce or the Visitors Bureau. That was just like a super fan making a video like that. But as I was watching you watch the video, we were remarking on some of the great parks.
We have some fabulous parks. The forefathers back in the late 50s, they believed in education. And once again, go back to TI roots, collar radios, that was the race for space.
Yeah.
And everything was high-tech, but very important. But they were very wise. They realized they wanted to develop the best school districts. They wanted to develop the total students. So it was arts, it was music, it was athletics. Everything was poured into being the best they could be. Nice. And it was important. They didn't slight any one piece of it. And so that's what I'll throw this out, Jeff. I am the very first homegrown mayor in Richardson, Texas.
Is that right?
Every other mayor has moved in or come in, and they joke and say we got here as quick as we could, and that's important because it is a destination, and we want it to be a place where people can truly, raise their kids. And I would say this, there's lots of third-party people that do these surveys and so forth, but we're in the top cities for young professionals. We're in the top of place to raise your children. We're in the top education-wise. We're in the top safety-wise, having police. Matter of fact, a year ago, we were the #1 national night out with the police involvement in the nation.
Wow.
Then we fell to #2, and right now we've had the next one. We're hoping to be back to #1 and what that means is you have neighbors that are involved and are committed to the safety, and our police force that works with our people. So they don't work against them. They're not out trying to arrest people. Now you get arrested. Our goal as city government, we say, we do enforce the law. However, common sense prevails. And we've got a great police force. We've got your best fire department between those two. We've got the best rating a fire department can have on all levels. And why is that important? Your insurance, home insurance goes down because we have the top Class A rating. And so we look to all those things to see how can we make the day-to-day life better for you to live there, play there, stay there, do all those things, and hopefully work there.
We were talking right before the show. You've been there for now a year and a half as the mayor, and we should point out this is an unpaid position. You get paid a nominal fee for a few meetings, but this is you are truly a public servant. You're very proud of what you did for police and fire. Talk a little bit more about that.
We have now been able to secure personnel, so every position is full right now, and we were down 22 at some point right in there right before I became the mayor. So whether it's the 911 person at the desk, answering the call and getting dispatchers out and all those type things done, it's real important that people know they could get an answer. We tell people all the time, if you have a problem, call 911. Or if you aren't comfortable, it's not an emergency, call 411. Really, to be truthful, the same lady answers or the same man answers either number, and depending on the workload at that particular time. So you're going to get a call. And I'm real proud to be able to say, not just with our police and fire, but if you call and you need to talk to someone, our police chief will call you back. Our fire chief will call you back. Our city manager will call you back. If you call and say you want to talk to the mayor will call you back. We are people driven, and we take great pride in saying that, we do want to be your friend. We do want you to feel welcome, but at the same time, we're going to take care of the city, what's best for all people. We're not giving favors per se, but we're definitely there to make the experience awesome.
Well, let's talk a little bit about schools, because that's one of the key reasons people move into a town like Richardson. And I know you spent many years with Richardson ISD. So talk about the schools.
The schools have a long history of being excellent, and they push hard to take care of it. The clientele there has changed tremendously over the years. And just recently, unfortunately, they actually shut down 4 elementary schools because of, enrollment numbers and things of that nature. The statewide funding has been less than special, we'll say that. And so every school district in the state right now is looking for answers, and they're trying to find ways to deliver that best package. And I think the RISD historically has done it, and they continue to strive to do that. And they're still ranked as one of the top districts, in the state and nationwide. The people are truly people-oriented. And I'm prejudiced. I worked there for 40 years, and I went K through 12 through RISD. But I do know that education was important, and it still is. And I mentioned it off the air. You could start in Richardson ISD and go K through 12 and then go to UT Dallas and get your doctorate's degree. I don't know where else you can do that and have that preparation. Many people will just randomly say, wow, I sent my child off to law school. I sent my child off to become a doctor. And the education they got in Richardson, they were head and shoulders above some of their classmates. And that makes me feel good. I didn't design the curriculum, but I was part of that. And I was there, being instrumental in getting kids ready. If it's nothing more than emotionally and everything else. I taught biology and I taught health education. And I was a coach, and I was, athletics. And then my last 17 and a half years, I got out of the schools, and I was then the athletic director, and I was coaching coaches instead of coaching kids. And so I had a great stint with the district. So yeah. I'm a little prejudiced, but I'm very proud of their many accomplishments for sure.
Well, I can tell you this is a working mayor. He is always involved in the community. In fact, I think at the time of this taping, you just got done feeding seniors as we're taping this. This is Thanksgiving week. So thank you for your involvement. I think you can learn a lot from somebody's Instagram page. So this is the mayor's personal Instagram page. Let's go ahead and pull it up. And as we scroll down the Instagram page, it's just a lot of images of you out in the community. I like that.
Well, thank you. And I enjoy it. I really do. It's a opportunity to really go out and get a feel of what people really want, what they really are saying. Life's too short not to enjoy being out and about. And when I have an opportunity to be with the people and hear what they really want to say and what they want you to know, and I look forward to that. I really do. So those images are true opportunities for me to grow. When I ran a year and a half ago to become the mayor, I said I will listen, learn, and lead. And I like to listen. And that's real important to me because I don't have all the answers, but we can find the answers. And if I hear what you have to say, I can either agree, disagree, or give it a lot of thought. And that's what I really want to do.
Mayor, I can tell you can't see this, but he's misting up a little bit because he's so passionate about this town he calls home. Mayor, thank you for coming on the show.
Absolutely, Jeff. I'm honored, and it's truly a pleasure to get to visit with you and, someone we watched on TV as local people here do. You set the bar high, so thank you very much for allowing me to be part of your show.
I appreciate you so much, Mayor. We're going to end with the city's website, which is cor.net. It's cityofrichardson.net. We're going to end the show with that. And Mayor, thanks again for coming on the show.
Thank you.
You bet.
That's
it
for now. You bet.
We'll see you next time.
You bet.